actually unbelievable. This is where my heart deeply, deeply lies, so I'm so happy.
And our attitude towards life, and sometimes when life throws you things that you can't control, naturally your attitude is to be upset or to be disappointed or discouraged.
It's beyond beauty, it's beyond physical beauty, and you can't take care of yourself if your mind is just in 1,000 places that you may be confused about.
Okay, things between Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber just got real. And honestly, it was about time someone called Justin out. Let's be real. Justin's always had a thing for super skinny girls. Just take a look at his dating history. And back when he and Selena were together, he wasn't exactly subtle about throwing shade at her weight. Like, seriously, dude? You'd think that years after their breakup, he would have moved on by now. But nope, Justin's still out here making low-key comments about Selena's body. And guess what? Selena's done staying silent. Our girl finally clapped back, and we are here for it. Even Bad Bunny, yep, Benito himself, is clearly Team Selena these days. That's gotta sting for Justin. One of the biggest stars in the world crushing on your ex while you're out here body-shaming her? Not the flex you think it is, Justin. Not a good look. So let's break down exactly what went down, what Selena said, and why the internet is absolutely cheering her on right now. But before we dive in, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest tea. It's free, and it seriously helps us keep bringing you the content you love. All right, y'all, we need to talk about this TikTok drama that has everyone buzzing. So, someone made a video showing old photos of Selena from her Justin Bieber days, and they actually had the nerve to say she was always skinny back then. Like, excuse me? The audacity. Selena's response? Just a single sad face emoji. And honestly, that said everything without her needing to say a word. Let's take a second to appreciate how brave it is for her to even acknowledge this kind of thing. Because if you remember the Jelena era, yep, 2010 to 2018, for those keeping track, it was a roller coaster of emotions, media pressure, and body image struggles. The TikTok caption read, "The reason why Selena is always skinny when she dates Justin." And it even included a supposed screenshot of her telling someone in the comments that Bieber prefers models, and she felt too normal for him. Like, wow. Let's not forget everything Selena was going through during that time. The constant public scrutiny, her lupus diagnosis and medication side effects, and the pressure of dating one of the most famous pop stars on the planet. She was going through it, so for someone to take that difficult time in her life and turn it into a glow-up or body comparison moment on TikTok, that's not flattering, that's harmful. Do people not realize how toxic and damaging those comparisons can be? Selena's been so open about her body image journey, about learning to love herself at any size, and then along comes this random TikTok trying to drag her back to the past like she hasn't grown since then. But you know what? Our girl Sel has glowed up in every way possible. She's out here living her best life, hosting her cooking show, absolutely killing it with rare beauty, making music, spreading kindness, and just being an unbothered queen. And that one little sad face emoji? That was her way of saying, y'all really have no idea what I was going through behind the scenes. Honestly, can we please let people exist in their bodies without turning it into some viral debate? Some people were even out here saying, see, she's confirming she was skinny back then. But let's not be dense, okay? This is Selena Gomez. We're talking about the same queen who's been loud and proud about body positivity, calling out toxic beauty standards, and encouraging self-love. Do we really think she'd co-sign a post glorifying her so-called skinny era? Nah, that's not her. The more thoughtful and, let's be real, accurate take is that she's just tired. Tired of the body talk. Tired of people comparing who she used to be with who she is now. Tired of being reduced to her size. One user on social media hit the nail on the head, saying she was probably just sad that we're still having these conversations in 2025. Like, come on. She's building an empire, creating art, and embracing who she is. But people are still stuck talking about her weight from a decade ago. And let's not ignore the context here. Justin did some serious damage to her self-image. Right after they split, he went straight to Hailey, another super skinny model, and that definitely sent a message. Oh, and the way Hailey used to mimic Selena, fans noticed. One person even posted on X saying, "Crazy." That's what one fan commented under a video comparing Hailey's content to Selena's, and honestly, they're not wrong. Because it's not just the content. People have been pointing out how Hailey seems to mirror Selena's mannerisms, her tone, even her expressions. It's giving obsession. One post on X went viral saying, "NGL, the okie dokie part is scary. She needs help." And if you've seen the clips side by side, yeah, it's unsettling. Now, obviously, all of this must be so hard for Selena. And if you've seen her documentary, My Mind and Me, you know just how raw and real she got about all of it. That film didn't just give us a behind-the-scenes look, it opened up her soul. You know how sometimes you just need to let it all out? That's exactly what Selena did. She got real about her relationship with Justin, calling it a ghost that wouldn't stop haunting her, not just because of him, but because the world wouldn't let her move on. Every interview, every headline, every comment section, people just wouldn't drop it. But here's where it gets powerful. Selena took all that pain, all that heartbreak, and turned it into something beautiful. Something that healed her and inspired us. Remember, Lose You to Love. Me? That wasn't just another breakup anthem. That was a moment. That was a declaration. She once described how that song came together probably late at night, texting her songwriter besties Julia Michaels and Justin Tranter, finally just saying, "I'm sad." And boom! It became the fastest song she'd ever written. But what made it so special wasn't just the heartbreak. It was what came after. Because Selena didn't just lose Justin, she lost herself. And writing that song, that was her taking her power back, breaking down piece by piece and building herself back up stronger, wiser, and more in love with who she truly is. Lose You to Love Me wasn't just about saying goodbye to a relationship, it was about choosing herself for maybe the first time ever. And when Selena said, "It was the best thing that ever happened to me," you could feel it deep down, she meant it. Because sometimes you've got to go through the worst to reach your best. And that's exactly what Selena did. She turned heartbreak into a #1 hit, and in the process, she didn't just find closure, she found herself. Now, that's what we call a comeback story. But let's talk about Justin for a second. Because he just can't seem to let Selena live her best life in peace. The minute news broke about Selena and Benny Blanco's engagement, Justin started acting like a whole teenager again. And honestly, it's giving major, "I can't stand to see my ex happy" energy. Let's be real, the timing of all this sudden body-shaming drama isn't a coincidence. Selena is glowing, thriving, and living her dream life with someone who actually celebrates her. And right when she's stepping into this new, joyful chapter, here comes Justin sulking in the shadows, throwing shade and trying to dim her light. Like, why? The way he's been acting out lately, it feels less like coincidence and more like a desperate attempt for attention. And it's not just sad, it's exhausting. Selena's finally found happiness with someone who gets her, someone who uplifts her, and now her ex wants to drag her back into the mess? Read the room, Justin. She's engaged. She's happy. She's thriving. Maybe it's time you let it go. One fan on X said it best. It's speculated that ever since Selena's engagement was announced, Justin's been making things harder for her behind the scenes. And honestly, that tracks. Because while Selena's been evolving, healing, and moving forward, it seems like Justin's still stuck in 2018, clinging to something that's long gone. Selena doesn't need to say much. That sad face emoji, that was her entire statement. And it spoke volumes. So here's to our girl, to growth, healing, and rising above the noise. Because real queens don't look back, they glow up. One fan on X even speculated. It's rumored that Justin started using again after hearing about the engagement based on his latest public appearances. And listen, while we're not here to speculate on someone's personal health, the pattern of behavior is raising eyebrows. Meanwhile, Selena, she's taking the high road like she always does. Graceful, unbothered, focused on her happiness. But word on the street is, Benny's not about to just sit back and let Justin keep playing these games. And let's be honest, we all know Benny Blanco has a very different kind of energy. Selena might stay silent, because she's been through it all and she's way past feeding public drama. But Benny protects his people, period. And let's not forget Bad Bunny's in Selena's corner too. And he does not play when it comes to respect. This is the same man who tossed a fan's phone into the ocean just for crossing a boundary. Imagine what he'd do to someone trying to come for his friend and her man. Sources close to the situation are even saying Benny's been keeping receipts. So if Justin keeps up this passive-aggressive body shaming and weird shade, he might just find out why Benny's not the one to mess with. And here's the thing. Benny isn't some random rebound. He's a massively influential artist, producer, and creative force in the industry. If he decides to speak out, Justin's petty digs could start looking real small real fast. So yeah, Justin might want to think twice before this turns into something bigger. Because while Selena stays glowing and focusing on her future, Benny's ready to step in if things go too far. The ball's in Justin's court now, but if he keeps playing these games, he might just find out that Benny is not the one to test. Just saying. So what do you think? Is Justin just bitter, or is something deeper going on here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm reading everything. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're the first to catch all the latest updates. I post every week, uncovering the truth behind your favorite celebs and giving you the real story behind the headlines.